please, audience.
Good morning. I am Artemis, the goddess of the natural environment and childbirth, and I'm an advocate for women's rights. I'm here today to inform you of the current issues plaguing our country that I will resolve when elected president. In the words of former President Kennedy, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. Well, I say we should be asking not what this earth can do for us, but instead asking what we can do for this earth. Recently, an oil pipeline explosion in Alabama resulted in a fire, destroying 32 acres of woodlands. Under my presidency, the necessary precautions will be taken to ensure that our oil pipelines follow strict regulations in order to avoid disasters in the future. Although, in the event that a disaster does occur, I have the dedication it would take to clean up the aftermath, because there's nothing that I love more than our great country and its beautiful nature, diverse wildlife, and of course, its citizens. This is also the reason that I plan to solve the Flint water crisis. It is unacceptable that a city of almost 100,000 residents has been forced to drink contaminated water for over 2 years. It is unacceptable that they have been forced to drink water contaminated by lead. In order to aid these unfortunate victims, I will send federal funds to Flint, Michigan that will go to cleansing the water, making it safe for consumption until a new water source is available. Another crucial issue that I will address is global warming. I propose that we employ working class citizens to build clean, renewable power plants that would significantly decrease the amount of greenhouse gas emissions and impede global warming. Wind and hydroelectric energy are examples of reliable and affordable sources of energy that are friendly towards our Earth. The truth is that fossil fuels will eventually run out, and it is imperative that we lay the foundation of future energy generation today. We need to save our environment while we still have the opportunity. Another topic that I'm very passionate about is that of the well-being of mothers and children, because I helped my mother when she birthed Apollon, my younger brother. Between 1990 and 2008, maternal mortality rates decreased by 34% in almost every country except the United States, where they almost doubled. In such a developed economy, the safety and welfare of mothers and their newborns should be guaranteed. We have the money, we have the means, and we have the time, so we have no excuses. What can we do as a nation to protect women and innocent children? Many things. First of which, when in office, I will fight for the education of women and young girls about potential pre- and postnatal health risks to mothers and babies alike. It is extremely important for mothers to be aware of threats to their health and that of their babies so that they can effectively prevent the possibility of heartbreak and tragedy. By educating school-age girls of the dangers and difficulties of childbirth and therefore decreasing unplanned teenage pregnancies, the number of maternal deaths in the United States will drop, which will save many innocent lives and hard-earned dollars that can go to building a brighter future for our nation. Secondly, I will ensure that mothers will be able to have confidence in their healthcare providers. I will make sure that every healthcare center is adequately equipped with the necessary tools to handle obstetric complications in order to hinder easily preventable deaths. Now, on the other hand, my opponents are not equipped to be our president the way that I am. For example, Hercules doesn't know how to communicate. Instead, he murders people rather than trying to solve the issue at hand. Is that really the kind of man you want to run your country? A murderer? Like Hercules, Perseus is a killer too. When trying to show off his strength, he hit an old man with a discus, instantly taking his life. Theseus, once a wise man, has now become foolish and is no longer fit to run a country, let alone our great United States. And Hades? Hades is a rapist. He abducted my friend Persephone and disregarded her right to say no. Who knows what other rights he would infringe upon if elected leader of our country? Remember, vote Artemis, goddess of the earth, for U.S. President this election day. Together, we'll be a force of nature. Thank you.